what's up guys? Here I am watching another scary video because I love the scary videos, bro. And watching it at night makes me feel like someone's there with me, like I feel someone's presence with me. And now that I'm hydrated, let's begin. Today's video is by Sir Spooks. 11 scary videos that feel too creepy. Let's see how creepy they are. Sir Spooks.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks.
Hello.
And today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin.
Wait, I gotta turn off this sky demo lights. And now they're off. Let me just reduce the light. Yeah, now it's better. Now it's better.
The first video we'll be having a look at today comes to us from a TikTok account aptly named The Haunted Phone, as the footage we're about to see revolves around a creepy phone that appears to be haunted. The black phone in real life. The video starts off with the uploader wandering around his house, when all of a sudden the phone begins to ring, all by itself.
And stop giving that phone's number to people. What do you mean no plugs? I can see a line there. Yeah, very nice, bro.
In a second video,
it's just a malfunction
the uploader puts the phone outside in a shed. You can see he's taken the phone apart to try and figure out why it's ringing. But even after doing all that, this happens. Somehow, the phone is still ringing even though there's no power connected to it. It shouldn't be possible, and yet there it is. You can also clearly see the small metal piece moving from side to side, physically ringing the bells. I don't know about you guys, but this really gives me strong black phone vibes. Let's just hope that if the uploader ever answers it, it's not some ghostly spirit on the other end trying to communicate with him.
No, it's just a fake
What makes
video.
this unsettling to a lot of people is the fact that the ringing isn't just a sound. The internal striker is visibly moving on its own, even while the phone's been taken apart. Some believe this could be an example of an object
Only the
being
body's out,
manipulated
bro.
by something unseen, especially considering phones are meant to transmit messages. Others argue there's likely a more mundane explanation. Old mechanical phones rely on springs and tension, and vibrations, temperature changes, or residual mechanical movement could be enough to trigger the ringing. Skeptics also point out that with short clips, off-camera interference can be completely ruled out. Either way, seeing a dismantled phone ringing on its own is enough to make most people uneasy, and this one definitely leaves more questions than answers. Up next, we'll be taking a look at a series of videos from the TikTok user Beard Dude. In particular, 3 different clips where the uploader claims to have experienced some very creepy paranormal activity at his workplace as a gardener in a cemetery. At the start of the first video, the uploader is talking to what he believes could be a spirit in the area, telling it he's seen it moving around. He then asks it to let him know if it's in the room with him by closing the door in front of him. Nothing happens at first, but after a short pause.
What, a fishing string?
I heard you moving around. Let me know you're here. Close that door. Yes, this is your cemetery, I know. I'm just trying to keep it nice for you. Keep it maintained and looking nice. Out of respect.
My god, come on, bro.
I'm not trying to
The second clip shows the uploader wandering around the worksite, saying he keeps hearing strange shuffling noises coming from behind a cement mixer. When he goes to check, there's nothing there. But as he continues to look around,
There's a rat.
something unexpected happens.
So I'm hearing shuffling now. Sounded like it was behind the cement mixer. Fast footsteps or something that was back there. And clearly you can see there's nobody back there. So, I'm not sure what that was.
Was he watching TV?
Reach behind there.
See a rat.
Alright then. Fuck that.
The third and final video shows the uploader working on a rainy day, just trying to get the job done in peace. He explains anytime the weather turns bad, strange things seem to happen around him, and sure enough.
So let's hope today is not one of those days. There's that thing. Holy f***.
There's a rat there. There's a rat. This dude is so paranoid he thinks it's a ghost, bro.
Yeah, that's just great. Hell no.
Seeing objects move on their own in a cemetery is bound to raise a few eyebrows. Some viewers believe the timing and setting point towards something paranormal, especially since the objects appear to be thrown with force rather than simply falling over. The fact it happens more than once in different locations makes it feel less like a coincidence to some. Others think there could be more practical explanations.
Like the
Loose
wind moving the
doors,
door.
uneven surfaces, wind, vibrations from nearby equipment, or even slick conditions from the rain could cause objects to shift or fall. Skeptics also point out the reactions happen off camera, making it difficult to rule out unseen factors. Whether it's environmental conditions or something far more unsettling, having tools and equipment seemingly tossed around
my nose, bro.
while working alone in a cemetery is enough to
been
make
so
anyone
bad.
uneasy.
Because the acne scars, bro. Look at my nose.
This next video was uploaded to Cabria Car's YouTube channel all the way back in January of 2013. In the footage, the uploader explains he's in his parents' bedroom along with his cousin Braden, his cousin Benton, and his brother Carsten. He says they've been noticing the rocking chair in the room moving all by itself, but nobody's been believing them. They also mention they're home alone at the time, meaning there's nobody else in the house besides the four of them.
Perfect.
It's here where the boys begin talking to what they believe could be a spirit in the room, asking it to move the chair for them. Nothing happens at first, but after a few moments.
What is the tragic?
Is it moving a little bit?
Oh my gosh. It is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh.
W prank.
Man, that's so creepy. Why do we have to stand here? Oh.
Wait, hold on, wait. Somebody go see if somebody's behind there.
I will. How do we have to do this? Oh, no one's behind there. Oh,
Let me
gosh.
see. Let me get it on camera.
Oh gosh.
But it is moving. And nobody's
Oh,
back
I'm so
there.
scared.
And plus, you can see in the mirror. Nobody's standing behind there while it's moving.
Oh,
Oh, it's slowing down now. Is it gonna do it anymore for us? Nope. Stop.
Although it's slow, the rocking chair does begin to move on its own after several seconds pass. This frightens most of the boys to the point where they run out of the room,
Yeah, it's just a
shouting
prank for
about
the
how
boys.
freaked out they are. And if you pay close attention to the mirror, you can see there's
See, if the older kid wasn't pranking them, he would have been scared and he would have just ran out with them.
nobody standing
a
behind
prank.
the rocking chair. Seeing a chair respond after being directly addressed is what really unsettles a lot of viewers. Some believe this could be an example of a spirit interacting with its surroundings, especially since the movement starts only after the boys ask for a response, and there doesn't appear to be anyone nearby. Others think there could be a more ordinary explanation. The chair could be moved using thin fishing line or string hidden out of frame, something that's difficult to see in older, lower quality footage. Still, whether it's a setup or something unexplained, watching a rocking chair begin to move in an empty room is enough to make just about anyone uncomfortable. Back in June of 2019, a YouTube channel known as Sad Keel 242 uploaded a video showing a maintenance worker working the night shift at a hotel near San Antonio's River Walk. Right from the start, you can see just how unsettling the place looks. The hotel's clearly seen better days, and the atmosphere feels cold and dreary, giving the entire location an eerie vibe. We watch as the videographer slowly wanders around one of the rooms, carefully scanning the area, when suddenly,
Suddenly what? Alright, someone's pulling some things.
out of nowhere, several objects begin to move on their own, causing the videographer to stop dead in his tracks. The activity continues for around 10 seconds before the video abruptly cuts off. It's a short and simple clip, but one many viewers still find quite unsettling. Seeing objects shift without warning in a rundown hotel leads some to believe this could be a poltergeist-like presence, especially due to how sudden and aggressive the movement appears. Others argue the entire thing could have been staged. Since we never see what's happening just outside the camera's view, it's possible the objects were pulled or pushed intentionally, with the footage presented as something spontaneous. Either way, witnessing something like this while working alone at night would be enough to rattle anyone, and the clip leaves behind far more questions than answers. Over on the Cryptid IQ subreddit, a user by the name of Canid Primate 1577
Oh,
shared a
Cryptid
video that's caught the
IQ.
attention of a lot
Okay.
of people who've come across it. The video shows something very strange taking place in an undisclosed location. While it's hard to tell
Undisclosed.
exactly where it was filmed, it appears to be near some kind of cave or rocky opening. Have a look. As you can see, the video shows a bizarre looking creature slowly making its way out of what looks like a cave entrance. The figure
This
appears
is either
fairly
AI
tall,
or
with a lanky build
what,
and light-colored, possibly white
what do we call
fur.
it? A costume, yeah.
A lot of viewers believe this could be a sighting of the elusive cryptid known as the Dogman.
The dog
What's
man.
especially interesting is the
You
way
mean a
the
werewolf?
creature moves. As the upload points out, the head movements and unusual gait don't appear perfectly smooth, which some people argue makes it feel less like something digitally generated. Of course, other
It's because the human in that costume doesn't know how to properly walk around in this costume. It's too tight for him. Like, it's weird for him. Like, it's uncomfortable for him. That's why.
others aren't convinced. With no context provided, it's hard to rule out a person in a costume, a stage, setup, or even AI-generated footage or CGI. Skeptics
can't
also
tell him
point
it's
out the
real.
clip is short and distant, making it difficult to judge scale, lighting, or fine details. Still, the combination of the setting, the creature's proportions, and the unnatural way it walks is enough to leave many viewers scratching their heads. And without more information, all we can really do is speculate. Reddit user NoVariety5078 shared a video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit showing footage recorded by a security camera inside a department store somewhere in Chile. At
Chile.
first, the store appears quiet and peaceful, but things take a seriously unsettling turn in just a matter of seconds. Be sure to pay close attention to the left-hand side of the screen.
Okay. There's someone walking there.
As you can see, a very tall, shadowy figure appears to walk down a flight of stairs before seemingly vanishing into thin air. If this footage is genuine, it's hard not to notice just how
It's just
tall
the camera
figure looks.
glitch.
Far taller than what most people imagine when they think of a ghost. With
No,
very little
that's
context provided beyond
that's normal
where it was
height. You
filmed,
can
it's
check the
difficult to
elevator.
say what's really happening. Some
think that's
viewers
tall
believe
for
this
me,
could be a
but
genuine apparition
normal
caught on
height.
CCTV, especially since the figure appears to move naturally through the space before
Because it's a
disappearing.
human.
Others believe the
He's
effect
walking
could be
naturally.
caused by a camera glitch.
Yeah.
Low frame rate security cameras often struggle with moving objects, especially on staircases or escalators. A person walking downward could partially disappear due to compression, motion smoothing, or frame blending, making it look like they fade out of existence rather than simply leaving the camera's focus. Still, seeing a towering figure appear and vanish inside an empty store is enough to unsettle just about anyone, and this clip leaves behind an eerie sense of uncertainty.
Okay, top 5, top 5. I got a rock in. Maybe one of them is
This
real.
next piece of footage comes to us from the UFO subreddit and was shared by a user named CDS456.
Oh, UFO now.
The video was filmed in Trinity, North Carolina on August 7th, 2025.
I mean, UFO can be
around
anything, not even
10:47
aliens. So
PM
like, something
EST.
human made.
It was recorded on an iPhone 16 Pro Max by a man named George O. Apparently, George sent the clip to the Reddit user because he knows he's fascinated by UFOs. So without further ado, let's take a look at the footage.
Okay.
Although it's only 8 seconds long, it's a pretty interesting video. We see a single white dot sitting in the sky for several seconds, seemingly not doing much at all. Then, without warning, the white dot suddenly accelerates out of frame almost instantly, leaving George completely awestruck by what he just witnessed, and understandably so. It's definitely not something you see every day. Moments like this are what make some people believe they're looking at something truly anomalous. The sudden burst of speed appears far beyond what you'd expect from anything conventional.
See, there are many possibilities. Either it's a fast drone, or just video is edited, but there's a flight coming back. There's a kite. I said flight flying by. There's a kite flying by in the night, and they put a lantern on it, and now the kite went down, so the light just came down from the ropes. If you know what I mean. I mean, probably won't get what I mean, but
Especially considering how stationary the object seems beforehand. Others believe the clip could be digitally created. While the movement looks smooth and convincing, some skeptics argue it may be a well-made CGI effect designed to appear subtle and realistic, especially given how brief the footage
be.
is and how little context we're given. Since the uploader hasn't come forward with more details, all we really have is what's shown on screen. Whether this is genuine footage of something unexplained or an impressive digital creation it's certainly a clip that sparks debate.
There's no debates going on about this clip, bro. Number 4. Down in America.
In the early morning hours of October 8th, 2016, at a home on the outskirts of Boswell, Pennsylvania,
See,
a family
Pennsylvania.
woke up to find their trash cans completely emptied, with garbage scattered all across their backyard. Living so
bad.
close to a forested area, nighttime scavengers getting into the trash wasn't anything unusual for them. Concerned the culprit might be a black bear preparing for winter, the residents decided to check their porch camera to see what might have caused the mess. What their security camera captured, however, didn't look like a black bear at all.
Or it's a skinwalker. Oh. It's Bob. The local crackhead, bro. It's Bob. Why are you so scared?
For nearly 2 full minutes, a strange figure can be seen peeking out from behind cover before pulling back again several times. While most of the body stays hidden, what is visible appears lanky with long limbs.
See, how do I know this is fake? Just because he didn't appear in front of the camera. He just peeked around the corner and went back. This is clearly fake. If he was real, bro, he would have just walked here. Why would he be peeking when there's no one here?
Giving it the appearance of something similar to what some people
Cameras,
refer
bro,
to
what?
as a brush crawler.
Humans
critter.
can't see cameras that much.
It's definitely a chilling video, and seeing
can a
something like
cryptid see?
this lurking around your home late at night is enough to unsettle just about
He's looking
anyone.
at us. He knows the camera is there.
Some believe this could be footage of an unknown creature, especially considering the strange behavior and eye shine. Others suggest it
That's
might
his
have
son
been
in a
staged,
costume.
or simply something mundane caught at a bad angle, and made to look far more unsettling by the camera's low light. Either way, it's the kind of video that makes you double check your windows before going to bed.
I have no windows. Final top 3. Something interesting.
This TikTok video was posted by a user known as Joseph Starlin
TikTok
Loves
video.
You,
Oh, whoa,
and
whoa,
shows
whoa,
him
whoa.
standing outside in his yard talking about something unsettling he claims to have seen in the trees before he even started filming. He explains he's about to put up a fence for his neighbor, and after what he saw, it can't go up fast enough. As he slowly moves closer, he stops and zooms in on a specific area of the trees, and right about here is where we can see what caught his attention.
What, a bobcat?
You see her? Look at that face. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, I can see you. Hey.
It's right there staring at me. Dude, how
Oh, that's
scary
Bob.
is that shit? Oh my god, dude.
Actually, that's scary.
What the
That's a human
She's
being.
crawling through all this shit, bro.
If you look closely enough, you can make out what appears to be a face peering out from the branches.
His
The
bald
figure
too.
seems to stare directly at the uploader for several seconds before suddenly ducking out of sight. Not long after, the uploader also posted a still image showing what he claims is the hand belonging to whoever was watching him. That detail
Actually,
makes the
that's
situation
scary
feel
now.
far
This
more
is
real and
Far more
unsettling.
scary than any other clips
The real
in this
question
video.
here isn't if someone was there, but who. Was this an elderly neighbor wandering through the trees
Yeah,
for
that's
some
Bob, the
unknown
local
reason,
crackhead, I told
or
you.
someone deliberately watching from a hidden spot? If it really was a person standing that close without saying a word, that's honestly more disturbing than anything paranormal.
See, I told you.
The
That's,
uploader
I
says he
don't trust
plans to
humans
put
that
up a
much.
fence as soon as possible, and after seeing this footage, it's hard to blame him. Either way, realizing someone might have been silently watching from the trees is the kind of thing that sticks with you. On November 24th, 2025, a TikTok account known as Black Hills Paranormal shared a piece of home security camera footage captured in the middle of the night inside an otherwise ordinary home. The seconds tick by quietly as everyone in the house sleeps. By all accounts, it looks like a completely normal night.
There's something
But just
there in the
moments
fridge.
later, the tone of the video
The ghost
changes
taking a glass of
entirely.
water or something. He's thirsty.
At one point, a strange reflection appears on the surface of the
That's
kitchen fridge.
someone.
Then,
That's
only a
a
second
human.
or two later, what looks like a ghostly figure can be seen
Oh my
walking through
god,
the
why
room
are you
before
calling this
vanishing out of
camera
frame.
glitches ghostly figures, bro?
Unfortunately, it doesn't
It's a
appear
human.
any updates were ever shared about what happened afterward. And honestly, if I were living in that house and caught something like this on camera, I'd probably be considering a move pretty fast. What unsettles a lot of viewers is the timing of the events. The reflection appears first, almost like a warning, followed immediately by a figure passing through the room. Some believe this could be an apparition, briefly interacting with reflective surfaces before manifesting more clearly.
I'm just gonna comment real quick. Yo, oh. Horrors on the Japanese internet. I gotta watch that. Yeah, see, this dude is smart. He's asking the question, how is that crypto? You don't always know where the camera is. I think some people had fun making those videos. Yeah, bro.
Others think there could be a more ordinary explanation. Reflections from passing headlights, passing shadows, or changes in lighting can sometimes appear distorted on glossy surfaces like refrigerators. Combined with low light camera processing, this can create the illusion of a figure moving through the room when nothing unusual is actually happening.
No,
Still,
there's a
seeing
person
something
there.
like this unfold while everyone's
Bruh.
asleep is enough to make anyone uneasy. And without more information, it's hard not to wonder what else that camera may have caught. This final entry comes from Reddit user Lower Boysenberry
Number 1
50,
though.
who shared a photo to the Paranormal Encounter subreddit, and it's one many viewers say is enough to make you lose sleep. In the post description, the uploader explains his brother was in college in Boston and was supposedly home alone at the time. While inside the apartment, he suddenly felt a strange presence coming from one of his roommate's bedrooms. He turned around to see what it was, and what he saw stopped him in his tracks. According to the uploader,
Such a
his brother
convenient
saw the
story,
shadowy
bro.
outline
Such
of
a
a person
convenient story.
standing at the end of the hallway. He instinctively snapped a photo, and by the time he looked up again, whatever it was had completely vanished. If you zoom in here, you can see exactly what was captured, and it's genuinely chilling to look at. What makes this case even more unsettling is the fact that it wasn't just a still image. A live photo version was later shared, showing subtle movement in the same spot, moments before and after the picture was taken. To many people, the figure looks far too defined to be explained away as lighting or shadows. The shape appears solid,
It looks like a
human,
face,
and
but
deliberately positioned at the end of the hallway,
it's
which is
just
why
the
some believe this could be
hoax,
a genuine
bro.
apparition briefly revealing itself. The only real skeptical explanation offered is that the moment was staged, with someone intentionally standing in the hallway
Yeah, that's what
during
I'm
the live
saying.
photo capture before stepping away. Either way, the idea of turning around and seeing someone standing silently at the end of your hallway is deeply unsettling. Whether this was a deliberate setup or something truly unexplained, it's the kind of image that stays with you long after the screen goes dark.
Or maybe someone's
And
in your
that was
apartment.
11 scary videos.
Ah, no,
I
bro.
hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did,
Except
then
for this,
subscribe for
except for this video, everything else was fake.
more scary content.
It's gonna be fake too, but it's
My
too
name is
creepy.
Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all
Okay, this
in
was
the
the
next
only video
video.
creepy. Next video, I'm gonna do horrors on the Japanese internet. Bro, why is it 8 days ago? I swear I've seen the same title somewhere. Months ago, bro. I don't know where. So anyway, that is it for this. That is it for this video. My English is getting bad. Anyway, see ya, everyone.